Welcome to Evilive, live media commentary show that answers the question, does Laszlo really not know about Dr. Frankenstein? Really?
Who?
Really?
Who are you talking about?
Never heard of him. Subscribe to the channel because today we're reviewing What We Do in the Shadows, Season 6, Episode 2, Headhunting.
Hell yeah.
That's right. What are your initial thoughts on this thing?
I was a little worried because I wasn't 100% sold on the first episode.
Oh, really?
Good. It was good. It was good. I liked it. But I don't know. I guess it's just the apprehension of knowing this is the final season that I'm sort of like trying to distance myself because, you know, it's like when you know somebody's leaving, you just you want to kind of keep that space so it's less, you know, traumatizing when they're gone. But yeah, no, this was fucking hilarious.
Wow.
Like we get more science from Laszlo.
This is so good. All right, so this is directed by Kyle Newacek, written by Jake Bender, Zach Dunn, Sam Johnson, and Sarah Naftalis. I don't know who the fuck they are.
Nope, that was correct.
First 3 episodes released October 21, as this is the second was also released then. Yeah, this was very much just the continuation of the Dr. Frankenstein experiment. Colin Robinson is convinced that he should be helping, and then when Laszlo gives up on the experiment, decides to take it upon himself to like try his best to continue it. And I like the premise of this a lot. Like we went from I don't know what the fuck that new guy in last episode was all about. I still don't fully understand why we devoted an episode to him, so I totally understand your reticence of the season with it opening on that episode. But this, for me, brought it right back around to full center, where we're just having a good Frankenstein story experience. And look, we've seen it a billion times. We've read the novel. We've seen every iteration, comedy and serious versions of it.
What do you mean?
You've never heard of the story of Frankenstein? So, like, Lord Byron hosted a party, and Mary Shelley showed up, and they all wrote stories. Frankenstein.
No idea who that is.
Right.
No, never heard of him.
In either case, it's very similar to it. So,
I'm pretty sure it's Matt Berry that invented science fiction.
I think so.
Pretty damn sure that's how.
At this point, I will 100% believe it. He's great, and this whole episode, just for that aspect, is great. And the set pieces, for fuck's sake,
it's just great. That's the basement. Where the fuck has this been this whole goddamn time? That's so like a sub basement.
It's like a basement's basement.
Yeah, just so goddamn funny. Like, and this is all just one house in the middle of fucking New York.
Yeah,
like
Staten Island.
Staten Island. Yeah, so goddamn funny.
We control this street and half of the next street.
Hell
That's
yeah.
all we've got. But ultimately, this is a two-parter. So, like, half of the show is devoted to Colin doing his best to keeping this creature alive because he feels outnumbered right now, especially with the new presence in the house. Like he feels like everyone has their own sort of like paired off vibe, and he's the odd man out. So he needs to find a partner in crime, as it were. And this creature is his partner in crime that he desperately wants to make work. And so ultimately, they have to go searching for like a head. They have to finish the creature a head to put on the top of it. And you know, of course, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
My wife
it's so goddamn funny.
For years.
Like I love the way that they did it. Is like, oh yeah, Colin's apparently an Uber driver. Because how else do you feed regularly and easily?
Between like city council meetings, chamber of commerce meetings, library conventions, fucking like everything that he does, like he's like a well-fed motherfucker.
Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah. Which just brings back the first episode with how he was getting fat. It's like, man, how much are you normally consuming?
Like, I'm not even trying.
How potent is that?
It's so good. But I love that they're like trying people out and they're asking them questions. They're like, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. They're like, are you serious? Get out of my car. Like freaking him out.
So fucking funny.
It's the best.
And then the final guy, hey, sorry. I mean, at least the good thing I can tell you is you don't have to pay for this ride.
Yeah. I thought he did a really good job as the creature. Like, we've seen so many goddamn creatures in our day. Like even fucking De Niro did Creature. For
That's
fuck's sake.
right. I fucking completely forgot
Like
about
of
that
all
one.
the people to do the Creature. So like to see a Creature done well is, it's a high bar at this point.
Yeah,
after so many
definitely.
years of
Like,
experience.
I'd honestly put him right on the same level as I can't. Dude's name is blanking on me right now, but the guy that was the creature in Penny Dreadful.
I've never
Like,
seen that one.
dude,
My wife watched the whole thing. I never seen it. Ugh, is it good?
It's fucking good. I mean, it has its moments where it's a little, but it's good. Like
Even Peter
I think,
told me to watch it, and I haven't seen it yet.
well, I'm telling you should watch
Okay,
it.
well now that you're telling me,
I mean, that says
I ignored
a
my
lot.
wife. I ignored a religious leader, but now you.
Yeah, no, way more important than I'm telling you to watch it. Yeah, man, it's fun, but yeah, like it's basically all I'm saying is he's definitely one of my favorites as far as like the
Damn
creatures. Yeah,
all right, more
like I thought it was great, and especially because it was a design that we've seen before, but this felt different somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was full prosthesis. But I don't know how to put it into words. But I just loved it.
On this particular execution was that it felt dangerous.
Oh yeah,
Like
definitely.
that's what hooked me in initially. They tried to start him up, and he immediately went aggressive, and it freaked Laszlo out. Started ripping limbs off. He's like, "Fuck this! It's not going to work. We can't do this anymore." And he's thrown away. And Colin's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa! I can make this work." He's like, "Look, if you want to try this on your own, be my guest, but you're gonna rue the day." And like he ended up getting him to do. It was very Mel Brooks, Young Frankenstein.
Oh yeah, 100%. It was Young Frankenstein.
Which is great.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not
like it wasn't even
but it's
a nod. It was a ripoff of Young Frankenstein, which is the best way to do it.
I just loved it so much. I thought they did such a wonderful job with it, and just the fact that it's just like some random Uber guy, and and then of course it leads into number 4, which you haven't seen yet, so I won't mention. But goddamn, is it great? Where it goes is so fucking great. So the second half of this is really like the continuation of Guillermo's or Gizmo's life. I love Gizmo more than Guillermo, to be quite honest.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's hilarious. You can't remember his name after this long? Like, really? You just fuck with him now, Laszlo? Is that what this is? Like, it's Guillermo, but you refuse to say it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Respect. But ultimately, he's poached off of Panera Bread to enter the world of high finance.
And I gotta say, the way that they explained how the vampires were going to be able to work there.
Oh my gosh.
Just off the cuff, like just out of the blue. Like, oh yeah, no, we work, like one of our biggest areas is working with Japan and stuff. So, I mean, we work weird hours. So it's like, that's fucking brilliant. Like, you guys just explained the thing that would bother most people. Like, wait, why are they there? Is this Blade all of a sudden? No, just fucking great. I loved it.
Yeah. Well, I love that there is Guillermo, who really thinks he's doing a good job and like progressing in the business. And then there's the reality of Nadja and Nandor, who Nadja's like, look, I heard about this familiar who was rejected and he got a job and then he came back and killed the vampires. Like, we need to stop Guillermo from failing before he comes back and kills us. And so it becomes a mission to make sure that Guillermo succeeds, which is all Guillermo wants in the first fucking place. Like, it's just hilarious that they're like working their, first of all, she's going against the wishes of her husband, who doesn't even notice because he's too involved with jerking off in his Jack Shack and watching fucking Colin create this creature, which is amazing. And so, like, he doesn't even fucking care that she's got this whole other side gig, which was the whole point of the fight in the first episode for, years ago. And then Nandor, I'm like freaking the fuck out. He's like using a mop on countertops.
Oh my God.
And like tables and floors. And like, I'm not like, Well, maybe I am. I didn't think I was like a germaphobe. I thought like there was things that freaked me out, but fuck me, this show is freaking me out. Watching him just like wipe shit on everything, and then he's like going to everyone's desk and emptying coffee and emptying the garbage, then throwing the garbage in the garbage. Like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
Yeah, man. It was funny, but there was a couple of times where he's like mopping certain things, and I'm like, I want to burn everything to the ground right now.
Yeah, man. I worked at when I was going through college after the military, I was working at Starbucks in a Barnes and Nobles, and it was the most vile experience I ever had. Like there was like literally people making glory holes, and like it was just seeing the lack of quality of cleanliness, and like it freaked me the fuck out is what it did. And this brought all of those feelings back, like 100-fold. I was just like, oh, I can't take this fucking work environment. This is too much. And then the people were just like out of Wolf of Wall Street, like the boss guy. It's just like, you guys are working night shifts. You're not capitals of industry. Like, what the fuck is happening here? I don't understand why this place is like seen as I don't know, this big fucking thing, like a big deal. But like, you've got this guy coming in from out of town who's supposed to be courted by one of the employees, and Nadia sends him to some crazy room so that then Guillermo can go up there and sort of schmooze him, which he does brilliantly because he's knows how to suck up to powerful people. He's a familiar. And it ends up like getting him a promotion, and it just goes up and up from there. And like, I wish I could fall upstairs like this.
Oh my God, like, right?
What the fuck?
How nice would that be?
I feel like I'm as pathetic as Gizmo. Come on, world.
Right, we need to find us a Nadia.
Yeah. Oh, Nadia.
Fucking kill people for us.
And the fact that they're just like walking in, she's literally sucking his blood. Guillermo's like, stop! And the boss walks in, and she's like, no, blood's dripping out of her face. And she's talking to him like, he's just like, all right, well, get rid of him.
Yeah, he's passed out is all. It's like, well, we need to get rid of him. Oh, I'll do it. I got it. Well, I'll volunteer for this.
Just amazing.
And then the best part is not all that. It's after the boss leaves, and Guillermo's freaking the fuck out because like, do you understand how hard to just get blood off of fucking granite?
Yeah.
And instead of freaking out that there was a goddamn murder in the fucking building, he's freaking out about cleanliness.
It's Guillermo.
Yeah.
He's worked it. He knows.
Mm-hmm.
No, I thought the guests of this episode were great. I thought the cast of this episode was great. I really, really loved it. My favorite part had to be, it had to be the scene the creature like come up and do like
the jazz dancing.
Well, fucking dancing, like just seeing the creature learn with Colin of all fucking people. It was great. Yeah. I mean, it just brought me right back to Young Frankenstein and all the great Frankenstein. I know you don't know the reference, but like, there's a great book, great films made out of it.
Really?
Yeah. No, there's a whole.
I'll have to look into those, I guess. I didn't even know that was a thing.
What was your favorite part?
Same, man. Anything that harkens back to Young Frankenstein, like it's probably one of my favorite Mel Brooks movies. So I'm a sucker for anything 100%. Like that. And especially at the end where he's like, and look, he will pet this mouse. And then he turns his back for 5 seconds and then he eats the mouse. This isn't going to become a habit. Well, maybe it'll be a treat every now and then.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this fucking show. I do feel inclined to mention we lost Terry Garr since we did a show.
Yeah,
and she was a brilliant part of Young Frankenstein. She had an amazing career, beautiful, talented, wonderful actress. I mean, one of those like in my still 5 list. You know, like if I had a chance to hit that corpse, I might do it.
Yep.
Just saying.
Not going to argue with you on that one.
Saying. No, she's brilliant, and she will definitely be missed. But we always have her filmography to fall back on. So
100%.
Anything else about this particular episode you want to talk about?
No, man, I think we got it.
All right, we're working on some good time here. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in. What did you think of episode 2? Have you heard of the story of Frankenstein? Is it new to you? Let us know in the comments below. As always, remember, like it or not, evil spelled backwards is live. So get out there, be evil.
Yes. And do some jazz dancing.
Jazz hands. Use the hands.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
We're not even on
that's
camera right now.
Yeah, forgotten part. Oh, you were doing jazz hands?
Yep, I was just doing jazz hands. Now that we're